Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So it's the end of March and it's the perfect time to sum up everything that I have loved in the month of March. I just recently crossed 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so I want to take a minute to say thank you to everyone new who discovered my channel through Debashri and subscribed to me. And yeah, thanks for subscribing and I hope you enjoy it here. The month of March for me was like a lot about travel because I started this month when I was still in Ooty and then I came back to Bombay. I spent I think a couple of weeks about in Bombay, and now right now as I'm filming this I'm in Goa. But by the time you see this video, I might already be back in Bombay. My timelines are a bit mixed up right now. So I'm very relaxed and I'm fully in summer vacation mode. Let's get started. So I'm going to start with skincare. The first thing that I have really enjoyed is from the Body Shop. It's from the new Spa of the World range. I'm going to have a video review featuring all three products that I have from their Spa of the World range really soon. But before that, I wanted to introduce you to the Hawaiian Kukui cream. When I think of a nice heavy cream for your body, what comes to mind is the Body Shop body butters. But while those are perfect in winter, they kind of become sort of soft and melty in Indian summers because Indian summers are really hot. And I think I found the perfect, like a nice heavier body moisturizer for Indian summers that just like works and keeps you moisturized but doesn't make you feel greasy and like doesn't completely melt. I was actually surprised when I first saw this cream because the consistency looked so solid. When I think of cream, it's like much more liquid, but this one is really solid. And when you get a new jar of it, it's just set so beautifully, you almost don't want to put your finger in there. This cream contains cocoa butter, so it's sort of nice and creamy and it really melts into your skin very well. It has a nice fragrance too. It's sort of nutty, but it's also like vanilla-y and it's just a little bit earthy. I love it. So this cream works perfectly to moisturize my body after I have a shower because I can be lazy about moisturizing my body in summers, but it's just the right amount of moisture, if that makes any sense, and my skin is just so much happier. And you also don't need a lot of product, you know, you don't need to slather on too much of it. You can just take a little bit and it makes such a big difference, and my legs and everything feels so much smoother, and I also can't stop sniffing it. It's summer, so I'm all about nail polishes, and last month I featured the Maybelline Superstay Summer Bliss nail polish in Red Hot Getaway. So you'll recognize this if you saw last month's video, and I mentioned that I really liked the formulation and the color and everything, and I'm going to try a couple more from the range. Soon after I filmed that video, I ordered another shade from the same range. It's the Superstay 7 Days Nail Color in Uptown Blue. I've really been loving this shade because it has an excellent formula. I think I forgot to mention this last month, but the brush is also like really nice because it's a flat brush but it's got like a rounded edge, so it just brushes onto your fingers really nicely. And I really like the color as well. It's a perfect summer color. It's not too pale. It's a nice, like a bright popping blue. And to me, I think it reminds me of the nice, beautiful blue skies that I seem to find only in Ooty. In Goa and in Bombay, I find that the skies are like pale, whitish blue. But there, they're just deep blue. And this polish reminds me of that. And I've really been enjoying it. I think in the month of March, I've worn this polish like almost exclusively on my nails because every time it chips or whatever also, I will remove it and I'll reapply the same nail polish. So I've reapplied this at least 3 times this month, and I think that will tell you guys how much I like it. Next, I have 3 makeup items. So the first one is the Miss Claire Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade 08, and it's currently what I'm wearing on my lips as well. I wore this in the Moopy update video as well that I did about a week ago, and a few of you guys asked me what I was wearing on my lips, so this is it. Debashri introduced me to the Miss Claire Soft Matte Lip Creams because I didn't know of this brand, but it's really nice. It's a budget product. It's supposed to be very similar to the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, but I haven't tried the NYX one, so I can't really speak about that. But it's a really good formula and it sets very nicely. It has a nice fragrance and there are some really pretty colors, but shade number 8 is my favorite. This one was gifted to me by Debashri sometime last year, and I think I'm pretty sure that I featured this in one of my favorites videos last year as well. but now in March I've sort of like revisited it and started reusing it a lot, and I'm loving it. So I thought it was time to put it in another favorites video. Now I have two products from the brand Sugar Cosmetics. I recently did a review on their I Spy Lipstone Like Kit. Like there's a whole video review which I will link like here in this corner, or is it this corner? I forget which corner it is, but one of the corners, and I'll also leave the link down below. So there I've talked about the Sugar Cosmetics range in much more detail, but I'm just quickly going to mention why I've been liking these particular products. The first one is the Sugar Matte as Hell Lip Crayon in the shade Mary Poppins. When I first got this shade, I was a little bit unsure about how it would look on me, because not only is it like a bright and bold and out there pink, but it's blue toned, like it's cool toned. If a pink is warm toned, sort of like this, it's much more easier to carry off on Indian skin tones. But I was a bit nervous about like how this one would look and would it work. But I tried it, and guys, it works. It looks so cool, and I've even worn this in one of the looks in my Uti lookbook video, where I've also worn like the green cap, and I love the way this color pops. It just works. It's so bright and it's perfect for summer. I think it just like uplifts your entire look, and the formulation too is very nice. Last month I was all about like the Holly Go Lightly shade from the same range, but this month has been all about Mary Poppins, and whenever I take a selfie or whatever wearing this product on my lips, a lot of the people on Instagram will compliment me and they will ask me what I'm wearing on my lips. So to me that in itself is enough to say that this product is a winner. And the second product from Sugar Cosmetics is the Sugar I Told You So waterproof liner. I wear liquid liner on my lids all the time. That's the one product that I never deviate from, and I've tested a lot of different liners over the years. But I keep coming back to the Maybelline Hyper Glossy liner, and I always told myself that I haven't found anything that goes above that, but I think I finally found the product that for me it works even better than the Hyper Glossy liner. It's this one. What really puts this above that one for me is like the brush or the tip, because it's got this like lovely pointed tip and it gives me so much of precision, because the Hyper Glossy liner has a lovely formula, but it can sometimes be a little hard to control, and even I can just make mistakes because the brush is so like soft and floppy. But with this one I can just get like a precise line exactly like I want. And in the past I remember that I couldn't even put on liner like with my eyes open. I had to shut my lid entirely and then like do this in front of the mirror basically. But now I can use this with my eyes open. So for me it's a huge triumph. I will demonstrate it in a video very soon. But basically I just take like any compact mirror or whatever and I hold it at a level like lower to me here, and then I just apply it, and I feel like this tip just makes my life so much easier, and I'm able to just control the thickness of the line. If I want a thick line I can make it, but if I want a nice thin neat line I can do that too. And so I've really been liking this liner a lot. My only qualm is that it's a bit more expensive than the Maybelline one, but since I like it so much, I think after I finish the stock of the Maybelline ones, I will be switching to this because it's really nice. And not only that, the formula is also very good. It doesn't melt, it doesn't rub off, it doesn't disappear, and I have oily lids and Mumbai summers are brutal, they're humid and brutal. If this can survive that, then it definitely deserves all of my praises. Now let's move on to the fashion favorites, and the first thing that I really liked is this pair of shoes from Native Shoes. And again, whenever I feature this pair of shoe on my Instagram, I got questions about them. So this is not my first pair of Native shoes. I owned another pair of Native shoes I think about 2 years ago, and I love the Native's brand because it's just so versatile. The material is sort of like a rubberized material. I don't know exactly what it is, like sort of a rubber plastic thing. So it's perfect for summer vacations if you're going to be around the pool or the beach. It's perfect for Mumbai monsoons and so many things. So it's also got a lot of like holes like on it, so that if water enters your shoes, it won't get waterlogged. The water will just drain back out and it's perfect. And I love sort of the color or the whatever style of this one as well, because if you see, it looks like you can put a lace in, but it would make no sense to put a lace. It looks like a pair of sneakers with a tongue and everything, but that's just the style that they made. And it's got this nice geometric design on it with a lovely like blue trim. I really like native shoes because they fill a very important gap in my shoe wardrobe. All my shoes tend to be either heels, sneakers, or like leather sandals, and I couldn't bring any of them to go if I was going to the beach, and this one works perfectly for it. I can just slip them on, slip them off, and they're great. So I bought these on Amazon and I'm so happy with them. And as soon as I go back to Bombay, if the other color variants there, I'm gonna buy that as well. Finally, I have this, which is a bunch of hair ties that I picked up from Forever 21, and I know it's quite random, but I just use these hair ties and I lose all of them, like all the time. I lose like 2 hair ties a day, I think. I never find them. I leave them in bags, I leave them in my friend's place, my cat robs them, and I just never find hair ties, so I go through a lot of them. I picked these up the last time I was shopping for clothes at Forever 21, and you can usually find like them at a big basket just at the checkout counter. And I just like the coloring of these because they're just very summery and aquatic to me. There were 15 hair ties on this and it's dirt cheap. It's just 69 rupees. So I thought I would tell you guys that if you are looking for like fun hair ties and if you lose them as much as me, check these out. That's everything that I've loved in the month of March. If you have discovered anything new, I would love to know, so do share it with me in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!